Second.
Border Barrels, back for another Beercast. I got straight into it. Must admit, we were going to start a little bit earlier, but I got struck by lightning, as they say, and had to make a move to the main building. And I'm about to send Huddo's wife a "don't go in there for a while" message.
Yeah. Did you spray?
Nah. Oh, yeah, I did spray. It smelled quite nice. I sprayed and then I sprayed.
Thanks.
Anyway, there we are. Border.
Double spray.
Yeah, double spray. Very good.
Border Bogman.
Border Bogman.
I like that those are the first words I've spoken on the pod in about 6 weeks.
Yeah, this fucking guy. Where's he been?
I've had nothing important. Nothing at all. Just moving house, footy finals, birth of my daughter. Nothing important
Look,
at
birth of your daughter I'll accept, but like, come on, mate.
Well, I had Mad Monday or Silly Sunday in there as well.
Yeah, no.
You guys, I spoke about you guys coming and doing a live pod at my Silly Sunday.
Oh, no, we would have had
Couldn't think of anything
Not
worse.
that much bad.
We would have had a line done off a bloody something.
No, but there's a new
Line
hack.
off the wang based on those other Mad Monday photos we saw.
Yeah, if there are any short lines, they would have... Anyway.
No, but this is a beer podcast, and there's a little bit of beer news to come out of my Silly Sunday, which surprised me a fair bit. So, been doing them for a long time, and this was the first time I don't think I saw a beer consumed on the day.
See, that makes me sick.
Because there's a new king in town for session beers, and it's not UDLs like it was for a little while. It's the Seltzers.
See.
So everyone's realised the hack is that if you have all the seltzers, you know, with the lack of sugar and the soda water and all that, you feel pretty good the day after.
I'll tell
And
you.
Huddo's so disgusted he's walked off.
He has. He really has.
I think he's walked off because he realised we weren't recording any...
Do we want to start again? It wasn't.
video.
We didn't really do anything.
No, that's all right. Keep going.
All right.
It gives me another excuse to use the technical difficulties
Well, we're
thing
live.
that I spent so much time
Hello.
making.
Hello. How we going? Yep, big clap. Yeah, very good. Yeah, seltzer's good, but this is a beer podcast and have no place on it. To be honest, that's all I've got to say.
What is a seltzer? It's vodka, isn't it?
No, there are vodka seltzers, but initially seltzers were quite large in the news on a lot of craft beer sites a few years ago.
So seltzer, yeah, all
Is
right.
it-
Yeah, please look it up. It's vodka something. It's vodka anything. And seltzer water is soda water in the States.
Huh?
If you go, can I have a soda water? They're like, what?
Huh?
So seltzer is soda water in the States.
Yeah, right, and because then it's called a hard seltzer.
Yeah.
Lacking the usual carbs. Yeah, but it doesn't. It just says they're essentially soda water. But
Can you look at brewing process? Would it
here
be
you go.
called that?
Seltzer is basically carbonated water. Your basic drinking water with added bubbles from carbon dioxide. It in that it doesn't. Blah, 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 blah. This isn't helpful. Now take this bubbly magic and step into the world of hard seltzer, otherwise known alcoholic seltzer. Hard seltzer is produced one of two ways: either brewed, taking advantage of fermentation of ingredients such as rice for naturally occurring alcohol and fizz, or adding alcohol to bubbly water.
Oh, so it can be its own
That
thing.
first part is why it was on a lot of brew websites that I saw for a little while.
So
there.
it can be its own thing.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was a vodka base.
The vodka ones suck. The Smirnoff ones were getting around and they
Whoa,
suck.
Smirnoff. Look,
Ugh.
I don't want to ruin any future deals, but like Smirnoff sucks.
The White Claws are obviously the king. There was a lot of those, but there was a new one.
I know
So-
Brookie do some.
White Claw is a
Yeah.
blend of seltzer water, a gluten-free malted alcohol base, and fruit flavour. So gluten-free malted alcohol base.
right.
What's that, like a gluten-free whiskey? Malted alcohol.
Okay, well I take this back actually, Gratzy. I thought this was a shit line of I thought this is a really shit way to start, but it's.
No, I
actually
brought it
quite
up. I brought it
interesting.
up for that reason.
No, you didn't.
No, I did. 100%.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. But I like that we're learning something here because also if we think about the Chuhai and that sort of thing, the Japanese version of that, it's actually it's a rice. Is it a rice whiskey? It's a Japanese whiskey, just like really smooth and quite light. So I just assumed they were vodka, but
I've got this is cut all the last couple of minutes because I've got a better thing.
Forget everything
Okay,
you just heard.
Yeah.
So a hard seltzer is one that has been spiked with alcohol and usually flavoured with fruit, which is obvious. White Claw, bloody raspberry,
Mango.
Yep.
something or other. Some are made with spirits such as vodka, gin, or tequila. However, the leading brands in America are brewed with fermented grains or cane sugar and therefore fall within the beer category as a flavoured malt beverage.
So technically there was beer.
Well, it depends on the brand. But
I've been found out.
There you go. No, fair enough. No.
So leading American brands would suggest like White Claw, beer. Their hard seltzer is a beer.
So is it their hard seltzer? So is that the brewing process is
Well,
I've never
yeah,
said
so they're
process
saying-
in my life. Process.
I guess it's the fermentation of grains which makes it a flavoured malt beverage, which makes it a beer.
We need to look more into seltzers. I'm really uneducated.
The expense is interesting.
Dude,
because
I think we need to focus more on beer because we're fucked with beer, let alone going into
yeah,
seltzers.
yeah, that's true.
We don't even know what makes a beer.
But on those White Claws, just before we move on,
I'm gonna come closer.
that's okay. 4.2%, I believe, is a White Claw, and they come in a 4-pack.
4.5?
4.5. Well, $25 for a 4-pack at that
Yeah,
alcohol.
they're expensive.
But we had $3,000 worth of fine money for the year,
Yeah.
so we just ended up doing 3 runs over to the pub, and we kept coming back with different types.
Well, aren't they glad that they were stocked up?
They are, but they don't like us that much over there.
Yeah, but
They
like
that we
if
come
they
and
weren't
spend money,
but if they weren't stocked up, they wouldn't have got
I don't
$3,000.
reckon many pubs really enjoy the presence of footy folk.
yeah.
No, we spend so much money.
No, I know.
Oh my god! I
They-
just remembered something.
Oh, goodness.
You guys have mentioned. This,
You
you guys have mentioned before that you would react the same, but I actually saw someone throw a punch at someone that gave them a donut palmy. Do you remember we
What's
spoke
a
about?
Oh yeah, good.
If someone puts their fingers
Good.
through your palmy.
Yeah, fuck
It's
that.
Have you had a
That's
donut palmy and they
good.
shoved the?
Yeah,
it was a
did the-
brother on a brother.
Yeah.
Did the punch connect? I
No,
hope
so it
did.
was a brother. So he wore the first one that someone else did, and he went, oh. And then someone flipped it, so all the cheese and everything fell off the top.
Yeah,
and
fuck
then
that.
so it was a flip palmy, a donut palmy, and then his brother came along without realizing it had already been donutted, did the same thing, and then he just lost it. Got up,
I
gave him a little
fucking-
bit, but it, like the
You'd
guy that
kill
got
him.
jawed was pissing himself
Did he
laughing.
hit him?
He got
Did
him a
it
little
make
one,
contact?
but
Yeah.
these look like brothers that do this. That's the thing. So like that was just child's play. But
Well, just don't donut my palmy.
Jesus Christ, it was
If
funny.
anyone touches my food that isn't me, I'll kill him.
Shout out to Ming. I'll never forget. I got a quarter pounder. Might have been a double quarter pounder, depending on how fat I was that year. We went to Yas Macca's. Yas Macca's.
Yas.
Oh, the my ass.
Ma Yas.
Yas
Yes, my
Macca's.
Yas. Anyway, so we went through the drive-through and whatever, and I went out to go to the loo, and I got in. It was perfect timing. I was really looking forward to this burger, and I opened it up, and the middle of the bun had just been eaten, and the middle of the first patty had just been eaten. Like, what the fuck is this? Fucking turn this car around. And then Ming's like, I fucking did it, you dickhead.
Deconstructed quarter pounder.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what I got. So, fuck you, Ming. You dog.
Fuck you, Ming. Shout out to Ming.
Yeah, shout out
Fuck
to
you.
Ming. Yeah,
I saw him in one of my Facebook memories the other day.
Oh, good.
When he gave me the ice bucket challenge that no one challenged me for.
Yes. No, that's good. Love Ming. Legend.
Oh, what are we watching? That guy on the right looks like that actor.
Yeah,
The
good.
guy that's in
good
all
from
those
you.
dudes.
Denzel
movies.
Washington.
No, on the right.
The guy on the left looks like Teddy from Friday Night SmackDown. back
Oh,
in
Teddy
the day.
Long.
Yeah.
Holler at your player.
So,
He's
like,
about to make something a 6-man tag.
also, I should bring
Tonight's
this.
football match will be a 6-man tag.
The losing coach has to go 1-on-1 with the Undertaker.
I should bring this up off the pod, but like someone who doesn't claim to watch wrestling, that's a pretty good
Me?
reference.
No.
great reference.
I have long maintained that I no longer watch wrestling, but when
Okay.
I was young.
Okay, all
was
right.
right
No,
in.
that's fine.
Well,
Very
Vince
good.
is gone now. You should get back involved.
Once I turned into an adult, I made the life choice to no longer
Fair
follow
enough.
wrestling.
All right. Well, shout out to Finno. I know Finno still watches wrestling. Hi, mate, Finno.
Shout out. Fuck you, Finno.
I've heard of a lot of your
legend.
mates with an O at the end of their nickname. I haven't heard of Finno.
Yeah, Sino, Finno, Stello,
Shout out.
Mingo,
Merlot.
Merlo. No, not Merlo. The guy from Big Brother. Hated that guy. Fucking
What's your favourite
free the
wine?
dolphins or whatever he had on the
Merlot.
front of him. Fuck.
Free the dolphin.
The dolphin. Have you ever seen
The
a dolphin that's
refugee
pissed
dolphins.
off? I've never seen a dolphin that's pissed off.
Like, what do you mean free the dolphins? From where?
No, it said free the refugees, but it was missing a few letters. So
Oh, that's
Simo read it
right.
as dolphins.
Free the dolphins.
That's pretty
I remember watching that live though.
Oh, that's pretty funny.
Do you know what? It's funny, if they did Big Brother now and I was on there, I'd come out with the same protest, but it would say free the dong because they don't have Big Brother Uncut anymore
Don't they?
to watch. Or like the only reason anybody watched.
Yeah, and you need to know, you're like, oh, no, I'm doing all right.
I'm-
Someone coming out with a protest, free the dong.
Yeah.
But see, like, I'm young, so I don't even know that existed. And it's like,
Oh, it was
from
super
my
weird.
perspective, it's like, how can that exist?
Yeah, it was,
Yeah.
and they used to zoom in on all the
Yeah,
private
it's like,
parts.
hey, you're on Big Brother, but we're going to do one episode a week where it's just out.
Yeah.
And you're like...
On Thursday
oh,
nights?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I guess.
But they all showered together.
Yeah, you see, like...
The guys and the girls, and there was no forced be nude. All the guys showered
You
nude.
can't even do that in a footy ground anymore with all their bloody cubicle showers.
Hey?
Do you know they all
Like,
now have a
I
sign?
knew
we
it'd
go.
get him going.
They've all now got a sign on those ones that actually say, we are a female-friendly change room.
There you go.
That was interesting.
Something to think about. Well,
What makes it so?
Well, I thought like
The vibe.
all the well, like the fact that basically
Oh,
it's saying,
doors
hey,
on
when
all
you
the
guys
things.
have showers, you don't have to share with one another. But it's like, fuck us, right? All these years.
yeah.
We're gonna share like a trickle of water together,
Yeah,
like we're in a
talk
prisoner
about-
of war camp.
Talk about equality.
Yeah.
Prisoner of war camp. Oh, shit. Well,
Free the
hopefully-
dong.
shout out to all those prisoners of war that listen. If you've
that
got
have
any
to shower
feedback,
together, that have terrible living conditions where they have to shower together.
yeah, awful. I'm sure they would have loved to shower.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll keep moving. And we need
The
to
biggest
remember.
atrocity in a prisoner of war camp was that they had to shower together.
Oh, this
None
is
of the
awful.
other things.
This is awful. Well, we need to remember we are doing a beer cast today.
Yeah.
So
And,
glad to be back.
Yeah, and also this is Simmo here speaking. It doesn't sound like him though, because he's quite nasally. Kind
You
of sounds
sound like Zach when he
Go
called
on.
in that time.
sounds like
When
hello,
Kevin.
hello, fellow children, or whatever it was.
It's like he recently listened to the hello, Zach Grattan here from National Time.
No, it's funny. It's like he panicked, and it's like he panicked. It's like, what do I sound like?
What do I know?
You sound weird now because in between all of that, I've lost sound. I
Oh,
didn't want to make
oh really?
ears, but that's
I'll
okay.
plug it into another one.
plug it in
Anyway, so what I was saying.
Copyright.
I've got nothing. That's okay.
What I was saying. Well, take them off then. There you go. You can listen to it.
Just
Do we need to get the other ones?
IRL.
Nah, that's all right.
Nah, get them out.
No, it looks like I've got an email
Get it
I
out.
haven't read yet.
Oh, that's true. Yes. You haven't put the thing down.
You've
that's
got
hilarious.
mail.
If you watch us on video, it's got the little bit like you've got mail.
Very good. All right, so we are a beer cast. So we've banged
I
on
guess.
for 12 minutes about nothing. Oh, we did
There was some
talk
beer
about Selzter. Oh, anyway.
We did that Seltzer bit.
Yeah, Huddo and I have been to the pub, and it's probably more prevalent in me, and more
That's why you
obvious.
say. Is that why you sound like that?
Yes, because I'm that bloody inebriated. I've given myself a cold.
You
So
had that 2 beers and you cooked.
yeah, I am.
That were
Absolutely.
2 pretty big beers, to be fair.
Yeah, no, I'm cooked as.
For
I'm
your
only-
reference, Zach, we
only
had
little fella.
a skewy of the Akasha and Hopheads
Yeah.
collab, the Hops to Come.
How
double-
was that?
Hazy double IPA.
It was overpriced.
Yeah, it was $18 a schooner.
Okay. Yep.
Like
So that was tough.
I wanted to take the glass. I'm like, well, this
Yeah.
obviously comes with the free glass.
Now I
Now,
believe.
do I talk about my Hopheads gripe?
yes.
Yeah, I'll talk about that's stick around
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to
around.
finish with that?
because Huddo has the old Family Guy grinding my gears segment.
Really grinds my gears.
Um,
But was the Garage Project beer, which I know is the one you had
Yeah,
next,
the
was that cheaper
boss
as a
level.
schooner? I
It
believe
actually was.
Because I had it
and
last
it's
Sunday.
0.5% more.
Yeah, I had it last Sunday.
It's delicious.
And it was, well, I was a little bit hungover from grand final day and we were just downtown and thought we'll go for lunch. I thought, I'm just going to do it. And delicious. And it felt great afterwards.
And it's good
Good.
because
So
it's like
good.
malty, which is right up my alley.
We should mention what the beer is. Sorry, we do this
it's
sometimes.
the boss level ultra IPA from Garage Project.
Done well.
And then the Akasha one. It wasn't very hazy. It felt more like West Coasty.
Yeah, it wasn't hazy at all. In fact.
It was opposite coast, if
Yep.
anything.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah,
a North Coast IPA.
but they don't have a North Coast.
Well, technically, it's not a coast, is it?
It's just Canada.
What is it? It could be
It'd just
Alaskan?
be. It'd just be. Oh, I guess technically there would be a North Coast on Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah.
But that'd just be a Canadian IPA. What would that maple IPA?
Oh, Maple Heights Porter. Bright Brewery.
Shout out Bryce Brewer.
Shout out Bright Brewery.
You've gone 3 shout-outs and you've said fuck you to one of them. I'm just waiting for the next shout-out where you tell her to fuck off.
You said Hawaiian, which reminded me, a very specific beer news. Did you hear about, leading into grand final, the AFL grand final, there was a recall on the ballistic Hawaiian haze. But it wasn't the exploding can situation this time, I believe. It was because it was continuing to ferment, meaning that the alcohol content was higher. And, of course, that led to everybody on those posts on Facebook and social media making the same joke they always make, which is, well, I've got an address for you to drop them off if you don't want to take them back to the shop.
Very good.
Every second post said the same thing. But also it said, the headline was popular beer recalled urgently. And, of course, every third comment was, popular, never heard of it. Okay, well, listen to our podcast and become more educated.
I wouldn't make that as a selling point.
I don't know if you get more educated if you listen to our podcast. You get more something. I don't know what it is though.
More, less educated.
Yeah, you might get dumber. You might get smarter. It might be.
You
might
will get
laugh.
more stupider.
Oh, jeez.
Righto. Well, what do we got?
Well, you start.
Yeah, I'll start.
Because you've got the heavy dog.
I've just noticed how many standard drinks there are. That's huge for
that's
Sime.
all of them.
Oh, I did too. I just noticed it. So I got a
live reaction.
Sunday Road Brewing Co., which I enjoy.
Videos taken moments before disaster.
And I'm having Some Velvet Evening Imperial Stout, 10%. Yes.
In a 440ml can.
Whenever there's double digits, I pray for Simon.
3.5 standard drinks, and it's delicious. Yeah, I'm not going to read. I'm not going to read on the back. But it was Marcella knew what it was about. It was from I don't know, someone that she listens to. It's some sort of song quote. It's just pretty impressive.
What? The Velvet something?
Yeah.
Velvet.
Some Velvet Evening.
Oh.
So it'd be something like, it'd be either Leonard Cohen or Nick Cave or something like that.
Do we know much about Sunday Road Brewing?
There's Some Velvet Morning by Lee Hazelwood and Nancy Sinatra.
Actually it wasn't any of those.
Nancy.
It was that Nancy.
But
she knew it anyway.
Do we know anything about Sunday
Because
Road
I've had a few of their beers from the Lane Cellars and enjoyed them.
Yeah, they're great.
Really nice.
They're great.
The Cronulla Fornication was really nice.
I voted for that in the Gabs Art. What was it called? Gabs Art, whatever. Can Art Awards. Yes.
They're in Kirrawee.
Where's that? The city somewhere?
It's near Sutherland.
Okay.
Oh, south.
So south.
Okay. In the Shire.
Super south.
Yeah, in the Shire.
The Shire.
Good.
It's not a day trip though for us.
No.
Yeah, someone's really just beefing up their bloody Harley out the back there.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah. No. The Sunday Road is really good stuff.
Sunday Road.
They're going down Sunday Road.
Where we're going, we need Sunday Road.
Yeah. Yes, we do. No, excellent.
Speaking of Sunday, has everyone heard about Adam Levine? Very funny.
Yeah. Did he send that message? But who to?
An Instagram model that he was cheating on his Victoria's Secret partner.
That's why it went
and it
viral.
Was like, I may need to see the booty. Which, whoever sends that, weird.
I may need to.
Yeah, I don't have to, but I probably have to.
Poor bugger, like that. I say poor bugger because that whole thing would never be understood by anyone. Because, like, if he was a normal bloke that if he worked in retail, no one would be interested in sending him any pictures at all. He's just a dude with a bunch of shit tabs.
Can I also point out?
And also
his voice sucks.
Also, let's not say, so his music also sucks.
I don't think he got a good singing voice.
Nah, that one album, Songs for Jane, was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Was that the Instagram model?
Yeah,
nah, it wasn't. But
who the fuck is Jane?
The funniest thing from an outsider looking in, I'm sure it's not funny to their family, but he wanted to name his unborn son after the chick that he cheated with.
What was her name?
Sumner. No, but the funniest thing that he tweeted...
And that's so specific.
I have nothing else to add. That's just blown my mind.
This is the funniest one that he wrote was, "You are 50 times hotter in person, and so am I."
I like to think there's a pause, so it's "You are 50 times hotter in person, And so am I.
Yeah. Like, he had to get that in there. Like, I also am very hot.
But yeah, if he was a normal dude that just lived in, like, just did normal things and had the same tats, same look, whatever, and had a cover band or like a regular
played
band,
at the SSNA.
like awful shit band, and he looks shit, and then the other thing, I don't know.
band,
Doesn't he have, doesn't he have California tattooed?
It's awful. It's pretty tough going. It's pretty tough going. And then
Idaho.
and he's
Such is life.
and then he didn't he do the Super Bowl, and it was awful.
If he lived in Australia, he'd have a Southern Cross tat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Or
Okay. I hope this recording. Don't pour it on the table.
Well, it's in my laptop.
It's the last beer you want in your laptop.
This table's more important than
This
your laptop. Hold on.
table is taking its irony on me right now, 'cause I ragged on that guy.
Use this bedsheet. Oh, fuck.
Now, there's an ex-co-worker of ours who I think you should send the link to this
Sorry
pod
for the
to.
table. Yeah.
Because spilling drinks on laptops, this is not the first time.
No, she's back. She's
You know
back.
the worst thing
Riley's
is,
back.
I haven't even had a chance to stain this table.
Oh, you have now.
Well, yeah, now it's a stout stain. I'm going to turn this upside down.
Do you also want this for your laptop? Jesus Christ.
The laptop.
Jesus
The
Christ.
laptop is now a tent.
What happened? What happened to us? We've really fallen off.
What happened to fucking me? Eh?
Anyway,
It's
this
Does
a
anyone like my
10%
song?
Yeah.
I can't even.
I'm quite good at that.
I was
I'm
busy
so impressed.
worrying about my special table.
Table.
Why'd you go and put your beer on the table?
Why'd you put it in the laptop? Oh my god, I ruined our recording.
Anyway, sorry, Adam Levine.
Yeah, that's his name. Fucking good on him.
Anyway, look, I'll just talk about
I wonder
it.
if he spoiled.
I'm not saying anything.
Did
ever
he
again.
spill his beer on anyone's laptop?
Why you spilled his
Oh my
something,
god, that
his
body!
something.
I'd love to spill my stout on you.
Well,
I'm 50
long
times.
and Sunday road. Da, 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 da.
Oh, what? Can you go away with this motorbike? God. Anyway, sorry about that.
That motorbike is 50 times louder in person, and so is Zach.
But what makes someone just want to go and rev that? Because no one's ever been impressed.
No. Yeah, no. You
Yeah,
know what I
stop,
find that funny
stop.
is like when someone has like their shitty Commodore and they rev it, and they're like, "Oh, listen to it rev," and every person's like, "Your car sucks."
Like, find a new passion.
Yeah, like spend money on things that aren't that.
Ugh.
Sorry, Simes.
So things we spent money on. I spent money on a beer the other day at Harris Farm Market. This beer you also have mentioned is available.
Was
at,
that Harris Farm Common Market?
Yeah. Okay.
You go.
Sorry. Also available at Lane Cellars, as
Yes.
you've mentioned this beer before we went on air. Badlands Brewing. They're from Orange in New South Wales.
I would have. Oh, I thought it was Bathurst.
Yeah, Orange.
There you go.
Can we look up how far away that is from here? I feel like it's not.
Orange.
It's like 9 hours, I think.
Yeah, it's a while. It's
so-
also regional, but it's a while.
Yeah.
It snows in Orange in
Yeah.
the winter. 4 hours,
no,
55.
Okay, so pretty much half what I said. Interesting.
Probably
but-
not a day trip to
No.
visit the brewery, though.
But
But
this
there's a
is.
few around there if we want to take it on the road.
That'll be alright. Stay overnight and a couple of nights.
Go to the original Lane Cellars in Orange.
Might have to drag someone with us to drive us around.
Fine.
Yeah, it's making some whirring noise. It's making some whirring noises.
Is it actually?
Is it?
No.
No,
I think
maybe it's
your brain's
Yeah.
making
Anyway, this is the acronym abuse. So this is chapter 5. I've only had chapters 3 and 4 before this one, but they are a New England IPA series, and acronym abuse. So what they actually do is they just chuck a whole bunch.
Oh no, it's making some noises.
A couple of noises.
I thought you were looking at me past Zach, like making eyes, like he's talking.
I'm just talking about beer on a beer podcast. So they've just got a bunch of words on it. So I'll just spend a bit of time reading those out.
Yeah, just read them
next,
all.
extremely Instagrammable pond water, aspirational. Now we'll stop there. That's fine because it's not pond water. It's actually quite tasty. It's quite hard to. Sometimes I feel like we should do a bit of research on these beers and. Well, I'm going to drink one like this. It's a series. I should try and find the previous series beers to compare them to.
I'm trying. Yeah, here we go.
But
They're all new like Napers or Hazy.
And they're basically the same ABV. So all of them except one is 6.3%. The first one was 6.5.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see. So Chapter 1, Galaxy, Mosaic, Callista, Sultana, and Experimental NZ Hop. HORT 4337. Chapter 2. A lot of others.
Lots.
Yeah. But yeah, blah, blah, blah. Different, I guess, just different hops for each one. But so do you have what the hops
Yeah,
are?
but it's going to be a bit tough. So the narrative of Chapter 5 takes us through some European history by introducing a little used hop with impeccable parentage.
Yep.
I've actually not really heard that word. That's
No,
really
I
sad on
think
me.
seems made up.
Yeah. Triumph with, now this is the interesting part, Hallertau,
It's not made up.
Mitrokloff, and English EKG and Brewer's Gold amongst its forebears.
EKG?
Triumph is a more energetic and upfront granddaughter than her more restrained grandparents, with big, bright aromatics of orange, lime, and lemon. Triumph is joined by Eldorado, providing a huge burst of mango and pear. The plot twist comes thanks to Sabro Cryo, reduced green matter hops that explode with a firework of coconut, pineapple, and passion fruit. Now, I'm not...
Does that also say Prost and cheers?
It does. I didn't add that, though. I'm not getting coconut, but the...
Which is fun. Like, sorry to cut you off, but coconut seems like a very prevalent... Like, when it comes to flavours, I feel like coconut is the easiest to be like...
To distinguish.
Coconut.
Yeah, I agree. But as I've read this, and it's the orange is quite prevalent, but the mango and pear, there is a little lingering pear at the end, which I quite like. Yeah. But this is actually... I can't say it's my favourite of the ones I've had because I can't quite remember. I remember enjoying the other two that I've had.
Yes.
But this is a fantastic long weekend, Monday, New South Wales, Labor Day, holiday beer, and I would happily buy another one. This is actually really, really enjoyable. The pear that is mentioned, I wouldn't have said pear, but now it's been spelt out for me. I can definitely taste something like that. So,
it is the highest ranked beer out of the 5 on Untapped.
yeah, I think I'm going to give it a pretty fair rating on Untapped, that's for sure. But yeah,
I was going to give it a very unfair rating.
yeah, no, it's fair. It'll be fair.
Thought it was a 4.5, but I'm giving it a 2 because fuck those guys.
No, they've done well.
I don't reckon I've had a bad one by them. Like, I remember the Jackson Red IPA was really cool.
Yes.
Not that my taste of Badlands Brewing has been extensive, but what I've had, I've been like, yep, this is good.
And the beers I've had, they range in styles. I've had a Saison.
Yeah.
They had the jabbed up Saison, I believe, as well.
That's true.
So we've had...
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad. He's lifted my microphone for me. But they've had the range of New England IPAs, as you said, the Jackson Red IPA. We've had a Saison.
Yeah.
They've got I think a lager that I see everywhere as well. So their brewery would probably be a good trip.
They're doing all right.
Yeah.
Nice
good
to
for
see
them.
the regional joints getting a go.
Yeah. Have we been through all the... Are we going to... No, we've got news for another time because at the moment it's just council approval we're waiting for on a particular news.
No, I reckon
For the board.
We're gonna keep going.
We'll finish.
We've
with your
got
rant.
a heap of news though.
Yeah,
we do,
actually,
but the biggest news is that I'm quite concerned about our laptop.
Well, is it still recording? That's the most.
Yeah, it
important.
is. It
I
is. And it
upon
does have.
the end
There's
of
a fair bit of
recording-
heat coming up from here.
I'm sorry, but upon the end of recording, I no longer care
No, well that's fair
about
enough.
the life of the laptop.
Yeah.
No.
I'm going to upload it.
But seriously, it's funny when you read about like when they actually include the hops in the blurb about the beer because it's like, oh shit, I know nothing. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the more I read about beer, the more I'm like, what the fuck?
But I suppose it does depend on, so you can have the hops and you can smell them separately, and then you can't exactly go, oh, that makes this beer. It's like, because there's dry hopped, wet hopped, when they were put in, how much was put in, all that sort of thing. But I think a couple of things that we've learned, Mosaic, you can taste from that.
Oh, Mosaic.
Citra.
BRU1 is a random one, but I reckon I can taste when that's in there.
I get like your Centennial. And
What's that grassy one? Which is the grassy
That's
one?
Centennial, I reckon.
Yeah, I get that because I don't really like it.
But one thing I'm
yeah.
super interested in is when they're like, I'm really interested in stouts. So if they're like, it's an imperial, blah blah donut stout, I just imagine them just throwing donuts in, but I don't think they are.
Well, I don't think it's far off.
Well, but that's the
Being
thing. I can't
correct.
wait to find out. We're gonna go on a bit of a tour.
I think so.
I think, is that mine? No, it's yours.
Sneaky news. Nothing confirmed yet, but I think the tour might be happening.
Yeah, the tour might be happening. We're speaking to a couple of breweries.
We're getting
well, Gratz
closer.
is speaking to a couple of breweries.
Yeah, Gratz is finally.
We can't mention anything yet, but we've
Gratz
actually
is-
received an email back about potentially doing some on-site stuff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like,
And
no
that's
offense to
what we're gonna
Gratz,
do.
but off air, Gratz has been lacking, and he's picked it up.
I've had nothing going on. So I should have been doing
nothing.
more.
No.
But yes, good beer by Badlands.
Yeah,
Good
very
beer by
nice.
Sunday Road.
Highly recommend.
Also,
it.
if you're wondering what Gratz has been doing, he's been actually looking for the Beast.
What's the
I don't know if
Beast?
anyone. Oh, come
On
on.
X-Men.
No, if there's anyone been watching that, he made it to Lad Bible. It's an Albury local. The guy that has the Beast tattooed on his head.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
I've
who
seen
Gratz
him
has been
around,
looking. Yeah, I mean, that's what you've been working on. You haven't seen him. That's fair enough.
You know what's funny is like that dude is the most obvious looking dude. How can you not find him?
Yeah, well, obviously he knows that, and he's like, "Well, I just won't go anywhere."
Yeah,
For a while.
I always find that funny when they're like,
He's got some loyal
they're
followers.
like, we need to find someone. Let's put it on Facebook, and then the guy that is like, oh, they're trying to find me. I'm just gonna stay home for a bit.
Well, before you move on to your beer, I haven't told you guys this story, but in
I'm the beast.
a week, I
I
got this new
fucking
tat.
knew it.
A week before we moved out of our rental, it was Warrant Wednesday, as we've seen. I
Yeah.
don't know which police, is it Northeast Police, whatever, one of the Facebook pages that do Warrant Wednesday. And this picture, a couple of pictures popped up, and I always look at it and I'm like, have I seen this? You're like, I've never seen this person. But you always think, have I? And this is plain looking bloke. I'm like, yeah, whatever. All of a sudden, we're like moving stuff in and out of the house, and a police car rocks up next door. And I'm like, oh, it's a police car. There's two police officers standing at the front. And we're looking through the window, and then we can't see the front of the next door neighbour's house from here, but all of a sudden, 6 more police walk out the front.
Oh,
And I'm like, what's
shit,
happening?
that's a lot.
Then a person in handcuffs. One of the people I saw on Warrant Wednesday was literally next door to me.
Is this in the new place?
This is in the old place.
Oh, thank
Yeah, the
goodness.
old. So people had just
Very
moved
good.
in
That's
next
a
door.
very good sign.
That's great.
Thank
That's
goodness.
good.
People had
Confirmed.
just moved in next door not long before that, and we said, look a bit rough, but we're moving soon, doesn't really matter. And this wasn't the person at all that was living there that we'd seen, but then the girl that lived there like came out with him and was just looking a bit concerned. I reckon it was like a younger brother or a cousin, and he was just hiding out. It looks like they found him.
It's so funny. I don't want to, as I hear a motorbike, bloody get around in the background. There's so many things you can do without like getting arrested. Like, what are they up to?
So much.
Well, we spoke about this at the pub, didn't we? It was like we were talking about Michael Jordan's dad who got murdered, and the people were like, "Oh, well, I wouldn't have killed him if I had known it was Michael Jordan's dad." It's like, you know how you don't kill Michael Jordan's dad?
Don't kill anyone.
Don't kill people.
Yeah, don't kill anyone.
Like that's what I said. It's like the chances are low, but they're never not zero. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to kill Denzel, but like if I'm killing people, there's a chance I could kill Denzel.
Now, you mentioned like killing Michael Jordan's dad. Simon, you know the story of Marvin Gaye.
Yeah,
So
loosely.
Marvin Gaye's dad
Killed
Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
And Family Guy had, I think, if you know the story, the most underrated joke of all time, which was Marvin Gaye giving his dad a present. And it was, here you go, Dad, happy birthday. He goes, Marvin, this is another tie. I'm going to kill you.
Family Guy, man. I'll tell you what, I need to take a year off work and watch the Family Guy that I haven't watched, because I reckon I watched up to like season whatever.
The plot's always horrible, but some of the jokes that nail are
like there's-
hilarious.
Once an episode is like, that's quotable.
It's so funny.
Yeah, like it's not that I don't like it, it's like I don't have the time to watch it.
But speaking of a quotable beer, the one that you've got, I saw
I
you pull
have-
that out of the fridge.
Banks addicted to pies.
Totally addicted to pie.
Imperial pastry sour. So it says Imperial Banoffee pie pastry sour.
Thanks, Basil. I just want to give you a bit of an insight into the Saturday afternoon team. We're a bunch of unique individuals. Malthouse, Harley, Zemplis, McLaughlin and myself.
Ingredients that it mentioned.
Neil.
I was
Are you
cleaning
getting
I was
much-
cleaning my keyboard and something paused.
But it's recording now.
It's recording now.
We don't know what we've missed.
No, don't.
Just
worry.
quickly run through those ingredients again in case we missed it.
Please do.
Banana, cranberry, cinnamon, and vanilla.
Are you getting banana?
Nah. Simmo's off. Oh, he's got a blow.
Oh, are you not getting banana? I only asked that question because I know that you're someone who's not a huge fan of those German style beers where like the Hefeweizens where you might actually.
Love them.
I thought you weren't that huge.
No,
a fan.
I don't love light beers, but Hefeweizen's very good.
Oh, okay. Well, there we go.
I was actually gonna. You segued me into this beer, but I was thinking about how I was gonna give a shout out quickly because Simmo's on the shout out train. I wanted to jump on the last carriage and be like, shout out to Deed's latest limited release Prost, their Fest beer, because I had that last night and it's fucking delicious.
Was it something to do with what's his name? Alan?
Who?
Alan Prost?
No.
F1?
Nah, Elaine.
Elaine, sorry.
Well, like, it's spelled Elaine. A-L-A-I-N.
No, I think that's how they pronounce it.
Yeah.
I'm just uncultured.
But no, it was really drinkable. Like, I know that undersells it. That makes it sound shit. But
we like their IPAs. You know what I mean? Like we like their big beers.
So it's a fest beer and it has all the standard grassy so what's it say? Ein Prosit. Oh wait, I'm on the German version.
It sounds that way.
I can't think you started reading it. You
bloody silly bugger.
You dickhead. I am 18. No, that's it. I don't have it. Yeah, that's it.
You could put it into a translation search.
Nah, not interested. It's not even the beer I'm drinking, but it's very good.
The can looks similar, if we're being honest.
Back to this. Similar colours. This is I don't get the banana specifically, but I definitely get the fruit pie flavors, your standard when you have a diner pie. Not that I've been to a diner, but your mixed fruit pie. I get a lot more berry flavour.
Okay.
It's obviously with the cranberry, but if I hadn't have read that, I would have been there's definitely some raspberry or some blackberry situations in there. I'm just really trying to find the banana, and I'm not finding it. But I've mentioned a number of times I really enjoy Imperial Sours.
What percentage did you say that was again?
7.2.
Then what did we say it was? You had to be over 6%, and then we're on board.
Six is the bar.
And must I say, the thing about Imperial Sours, even if you take the alcohol out, the taste is just ramped up.
Well,
if I had an Imperial Sour and didn't end up drunk, I'd still be pretty happy with the taste.
Yes.
Well, I think that's the thing is it's not that the normal sours are watered down. I'm using that in quotes as because I don't have the reason, but it feels like a version.
Yeah.
It's a watered down version. So when they're raspberry, it's it's there, but it's not raspberry. Whereas if you have a raspberry Imperial Sour, it's I'm drinking liquid raspberries. You know what I mean? The flavors are full. But I also like the consistency of Imperial Sour. It's almost like an Imperial Stout. It's this
thick.
Feels thick. Last night, I also had the Deeds to Build a Fire. And it took me 4 hours.
4?
It was, not that it was tough, but
Pussy.
Sorry, time. It was 440ml can, and it was 5.2 standard drinks.
Is that a record for
I would have tipped that over my laptop.
By one person? I don't think I've had one by myself.
Nah,
That's
I
that
reckon
high.
I haven't had a 5.3.
that I reckon those rhinos would be pretty high. The Hope dogs.
Oh, probably was. Yeah.
Well, it's 18%.
Yeah.
So what's that? That's a lot. No, that one that we had that we shared on Australia Day that made old shout out Jez that he spewed from it. The Pirate Life Ice
Fucking
Bock.
love Jez.
That was like a whiskey. God, that was good. But this is really nice, and Banks is really good.
Banks is really good.
I know it's a Ducks and Cake is also but I did not get a taster of that at Gabs.
Did you
and
have you
I have
bought
not
it
bought
from-
it since because when I went back to buy some stuff, I wanted to buy a couple of things, but it's $19 a can.
Yeah, no.
So I need to go and
expensive.
buy it on its own because I will
it
love
is-
every second.
It's worth the money because it's
Yeah.
fucking great.
But
You
Banks
had
is
it, didn't
look
you?
when but we're not going to promise anything. Banks is on the list. They were really lovely.
We spoke to them.
We spoke to them and they were keen for us to get down, but we'll see. We'll put the feelers out.
Now, I believe that we had a piece of news we wanted to share a little bit, but also you had a rant.
No, I'll do the rant at the end. I'm teasing it.
Okay,
No,
so-
but the news you've got. It's at local brewery.
It's local brewery news, and I'll share this because not enough people listen for it to matter. No, in all
No,
seriousness.
fucking
No,
heaps
no,
of people
I'm
listen.
kidding.
There's like thousands.
It hasn't been announced. However, there's been an email circulated that isn't a secret, and it didn't say keep confidential, not that I'm aware of. So every business in the local area received a what's it called when a building application. Is that what it would probably
This
be?
is not, but I would call it a notice of
A
application.
notice of application.
Made that up.
In Central, that's
Noah?
fine.
Noah?
In Central Albury. For those playing at home who may know, the old Oakie's Toy Warehouse.
If you
Building?
are on Young Street and you turn right into Wilson, it is 3 buildings down on the left.
Yeah. So they're a bunch of big warehouses.
In the car park between Vision Screen Printing and the funeral home.
You've done. Gee, how have
And
you
also,
done that?
Oakie's Warehouse has not been open for a number of years.
Yeah.
And I happen to work in retail, and knowing that they're not open, I still tell people if I don't have something, it might be at Oakie's, which is somewhere else.
But like the sign's still up, the big dog.
No,
And
well,
it's like,
that's not my problem.
oh,
They go somewhere
anyway,
else.
Is that the same dog from Play School?
the canine catfish? I reckon.
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, Play School has that big yellow dog
What
with the
canine
brown ears.
catfish? What is canine
Spot.
catfish?
No, Spot. Not Play School, Spot.
Oh, Spot.
You know
Yeah,
the
looks like Spot.
dogs?
Is canine catfish saying like, "Hey, I'm a really like cute looking dog," and you turn up and it's like a really ugly
it
dog?
was a
You're getting catfish.
It was
yeah,
a-
it's like a real
You're getting
fat
catfish.
dog, or it bites.
It was a pet store on Dean Street where the
odd.
cycle station place
Yeah,
is
they.
now.
that never
Cycle
would have.
station?
No, it's not a cycle station.
No, what's it
it's
called?
A different,
A different
cycle
bike shop.
I don't know.
That never would have survived if I was around.
Iska or something used to be there.
I would have walked in and said, "Hey, are you selling like animals that aren't cute?" And they would have been like, "What?" And then I would have shut
They're
it
one
down.
of those places that's like,
And then you
come
would've
see our
spilled-
reptile section, and you'd go there, they'd never have a reptile.
And
Yeah,
you'd get
because
there
it's
and
somewhere in the store.
They had a reptile dysfunction.
Yeah,
You'd go
that's
there and
pretty funny.
spill all your beer all over their computers.
It's like, oh shit, I spilt my stout on the puppy. They had puppies in there.
Yeah,
You know,
so
if,
they
if this
have
laptop somehow survives that, like this, I've had this laptop for probably 10 years. If this survives it, like fucking, it's
Bringing it all the way back to the start of the
Oh,
pod,
yes.
essentially that laptop has been a prisoner of war living with you.
yes, true, it has. Look this
Just-
up. I don't want
The
it.
amount of
Look
viruses.
it up.
It had worse situations because it never got to shower with you.
Yeah. Are you
There
saying
were
that?
no communal showers.
Are you saying that a better situation would it to be shower with me
Well, I mean, I feel like communal showers is better than no showers.
Oh, absolutely.
for a
You-
laptop though?
You had to bond over a beer, as we're doing right now. Anyway,
Well, it's surviving after the shower of beer.
By the
so
way, I
maybe it always
sound
wanted
great.
one.
Does
but-
anyone want to
sorry,
listen to
people
me
are hanging on
speak?
every word. It's gone to council.
Sound
Simon,
great.
stop.
It's gone to it's gone to council.
Cut him off.
That a brewery. Now,
Yes.
should we name them? Or should we let them announce that?
Black Range.
Oh, okay, he's done it. Anyway, so that's gone to council. That apparently a new brewery will be being built there. And having seen the drawings in the email of
Yeah.
what they think it will look like,
Well,
it looks.
no.
It looks like a brewery.
It looks.
The only
very
reason I
interesting.
mention them is because that's not just in an email. It is widely available if you Google Aubrey Brewery.
Ah, very
pops
good.
up. Yeah, it's not.
Yep.
It's not top secret. It's not on the black web, dark web.
So we've got the black.
Goodness
we're not allowed to
gracious.
use that one.
no.
Anyway, so it Simmo typing in Black Web or Aubrey Brewing. How do I? Yeah, just like your nan would say that. She's like, I heard about this black web to get onto.
The black interwebs.
That'll be the next Spider-Man, like the culturally sensitive version of Spider-Man. He's just like, and like it comes out. And it's, yeah. Anyway, but
Got him.
but Yeah. So the brewery, yeah. So the drawings are pretty good. But we've gone from having Albury Brew House, which is attached to the commercial club on Dean Street, and not much else other than the Wool House and
Hashtag not a brewery.
Yeah. Oh dear.
If you
And
Google breweries in Wodonga,
comes up.
What's it called? Comes up. Cheeky Peak. Everyone.
Cheeky Peak still comes.
Oh, mate, I never. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Shout
Will I
out to
te-
Ming.
Shall I tell you a story about those?
Nah, don't.
Well,
We've been here
maybe
forever.
next time.
No, they're
But
great.
yeah, then the Good Shed, which isn't a brewery, but you could nearly class
Yeah,
it as a brewery. But anyway, we have two breweries that pop up very close to one another. Thirsty Devil opening October 24th, we
Yep.
believe, is the
Very
date.
exciting.
Very exciting, anyway.
Oh, is
So-
there a date? I didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. News to me.
Yeah. But anyway, that is the news. So if you're coming to the border anytime soon in the next probably year, we should have two breweries to pick from. Two independent breweries.
Third.
Border Barrels.
That's all I've got. Rumours of a third.
Border Barrels Brewing.
Yeah.
Border Barrels Beercast Brewing.
But yeah, so that'll be sick. Like having two places open, they can compete against each other, or as we know in the brewery world, they can
Collaborate.
collab, and make beers together.
Yeah, I honestly think like so many people they go, like the way people shop, they go to the bloody Bodlo, they have a look, and they look around, they look for whatever looks good. Haven't heard of that before. Let's go for it. Like so, there's plenty of room. So I hope they do collaborate. Like they'd have to make beers together or whatever straight up, but it's awesome for Albury because it's a pretty good bloody part of town. You got Rutherglen down the road there that well, we'll have to ask the wineries. So we do anticipate doing some winery tours.
Well, we'd love to.
And that what we'd love to. So shout out to those guys.
You tell me the wineries you'd like me to get in contact with.
Yeah, but I'd love to like Campbell's does a thing
Campbell's.
with Scion.
Scion is a good winery. Campbell's, they're
Well, they're
two
all
I know.
fucking good. The thing
Yeah,
is,
no.
they're all good.
Well, that's why I think.
Even if it was called
Like-
Dickhead's Brewery, like they're good.
Oh,
Sorry, it was
that'd be our brewery if we had.
Yeah, well, it would be Dickhead's Brewery. We should just be honest.
Rich Heads. Richards?
No, we changed that we changed to Rich Heads about 5 or 6 years in. Someone
Can you
someone hit me with the.
Can you rant to finish it
Someone
off?
hit me with
Yeah,
the
no,
shovel.
I need to get into the.
Really
rant.
grinds my
But I
gears.
just wanted to like quickly with the wines. Like we're in such a good wine region. Like we are a. I realized I was taught recently that we're in a globally known wine region, not just in like Vic country, like around the world. People know of Rutherglen. Because they export, one of the breweries in Rutherglen export like a lot of their Simmo would be better place to talk about. Like, is it like muskets and tawny wine and like all those like almost liqueur style wines?
Yep.
There's like an orange flavored one that was really good. No.
I found one of them in Paris. That's all I'm going to say. I can't remember
From
which.
Rutherglen.
I don't remember which winery it was, but I'm certain.
Yeah, right.
In just a small
Yeah.
like a wine shop in Paris.
Yeah, like, so I think we want to get involved in that. And then we've obviously also got Corowa Distillery, which is very well regarded.
And they're great
Yeah.
people
We've
there.
got Backwoods, who are smashing out award-winning whiskies and gins. Yak Creek, which I've mentioned on every podcast since I've been there, I think. But like we're in such an abundant area for those kinds of things. We're like, why wouldn't we get on the road?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right.
As long as they're happy to have old fucking Dickheads Brewing in here. Go out there and have a look.
We'll be there.
Jeez, I heard the crows in the background.
Yeah, they're coming for the podcast.
They are.
The dying carcass of our podcast. No, we're all right. But my rant. So back to hopheads. Now, I did comment on their Instagram post about this. So the brewery. So Simmo loves the brewery.
I do.
Do you know the brewery, Zach?
Oh, no, I'm not that aware
It's
of
spelled
it.
Bruery. And they do fudge stout
Yes, sorry.
that,
Yes, of course.
Simmo raves about. So they've got them doing a tap takeover at all 3 Hopheads venues over the course of a week. So 34 different beers on tap over the 3 venues.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does sound very good, which is what I thought when I saw the post. Then they said, we're going to do a beer passport whereby you purchase the passport and you get a 150ml taster of all 34 beers. Obviously, that is to be spaced out over the week. We don't condone drinking 34 different 150ml tasters, because I did that at Gabs and it did not end well. So
Hey, your plank was pretty good at the end of the night.
yeah, I know.
Yeah,
it
you
was
did
very
pretty well.
face down on the concrete. But that seems good in theory, yet that is $500.
500.
Yeah, 500 after the dollar sign. So we did the math, Simon and I.
Good. I was hoping.
And
you
when
did.
I say Simon and I mean I. So that
I was there.
You were present. They said that is if you were to buy all 34 150 ml samples without the passport, that's roughly $700, just under $700. So you're saving almost $200 by buying the passport.
Okay.
The passport gives you a free glass. That glass better be worth a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
But doing the math, so $500 for 150 ml sample of 34 beers, roughly 5.1 litres of beer. Their can size is 473 ml, typically.
Which is
but we
what is it? That's a pint, but the other pint, imperial pint.
But we rounded it up to 500 because we're nice blokes and we don't want to make the numbers look too bad for them. So we roughly half a litre cans. So 5.1 litres of beer for $500 equates to roughly, if you're doing half litre cans, 10 cans. Let's round that up to 11. 11. If I said to you, I have 11 brewery cans, they're half a litre each, and you'd be like, cool, I'll buy them. No, you have to give me $500.
I would have thought it'd be north of 100 easily.
Yes, not 5.
Not 5.
So that is roughly, obviously, if we're saying 10 cans, it's almost $50 per can. And if you don't buy the passport, it's roughly $70 per can. That can't be. It can't be. But it's no. I don't know if we've got that anymore. I think I got rid of it.
Oh.
But
We had that as a sound grab,
we
if
did.
anyone's wondering.
but it's just like that's crazy.
Now,
talk. Like,
I must say,
I do love Hopheads because I've bought a lot of beer from them, and I'm super excited about the brewery doing their tap takeover. But that's ludicrous.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah.
I must say, inflation, all that sort of stuff.
No.
And the brewery does come. They come out of California, and California.
Yeah, so if they're coming out of California, for every 150, so what we work out that every taster was $20.
Yeah.
If you got all 34 at 150 mil, roughly $20 per 150 mil. Like if they're coming out of California, they better come with a fucking gram of weed. For $20.
What else?
You would think.
You would think.
Well, that's a big call. I think the gram of weed is a big call, but
I
we
don't
won't
know.
get. We won't get
I've
into.
never bought weed, so
Well,
I don't know what the
we won't
gram-
get into that. But
the dollar what's the value
it's
of
tough
weed?
going. But we hope the event goes well. But we might.
No,
yeah,
I'm not bagging out.
And the brewery
them. I'm
are
just saying,
fantastic.
there's
I absolutely
so
love
much
them. I absolutely love them.
Anyway,
And I spend money on beer, and that's a lot of money.
Simo's laptop sounds like it's about to just go, I'm so fucking ready, and just leap out of the roof.
Yeah, and
I was
then-
one day away from retirement. it's gone full Danny Glover, so we better pause it there.
We've had a great time on the podcast today.
We have. I don't know what's going on at this.
No, I know you're very pissed. I can't believe you ripped out a 3.5 standard drink can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bloody
thank
threw
you
it- threw
for
it
celebrating my
down.
return to the pod.
You're really ending it all.
Well, and also I wasn't that far in when I actually I didn't have the whole 3.5. I probably had 3.25. 0.25 went on the laptop.
That's why I was having
Oh,
that.
of course. He did it on purpose.
Yeah, you.
Oh, he didn't want to get too pissed. He's
I
like, fuck
actually-
my laptop.
So-
I'm wearing the same shorts that I wore last night when I spilt my to build a fire on my pants. And
Yes.
the first thing I thought of when I spilt 50 ml of beer was, that's $20 worth of beer.
Yeah, exactly. Goodness me. But that's all we've got. We've had a great time, and
We've been here for a while, I feel.
By the way, I
That's
don't
a
know
lot
who
of
we're mad
talking.
at, but we do love the brewery. It's excellent. You
No,
make
no,
the best
I'm
stouts
not-
in my life.
We love everything we spoke about
I'm
today.
mad at money.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I'm mad at money too.
Fuck
I'm mad
you,
at
money.
inflation. And I'm mad at interest rates. I was just opening a story about interest rates, but I closed it because there's going to be a video, and I think it would have come through. as a
Oh,
home-
here we go.
No, it's
Isn't it nice?
No, all
Do you know
right.
some people can't walk and drink from a drink bottle at the same time, and Simmo can be recording a live podcast and Google about interest rates.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Anyway, but as a
Some
homer-
people can't even
Whilst
own.
pissed.
Some people can't even own one home. And here we go, fucking investment property Sime over here.
no.